All right, y'all, part 186. So, like I said, it wasn't no love or nothing. It wasn't no I'm in love. It wasn't even long enough for to be in love. I knew he ain't love me and I ain't love him. I knew that for a fact. But I did want to use him as muscle, so I could be because he's kind of crazy. I ain't want nobody fucking with me while I was building what I was building. So I was gonna build him the roofing company. Remember that? Balance Roofing. Balance Roofing Home Improvement. It was working out. I hit about all the saws, all the tools for any kind of home improvement. And I used some hoe that I had got from his people to purchase a Lark tool. What that shit is? Like it ain't no fucking, it's trailer. The little trailer. A little Lark trailer. I had used some hoe plus some cash and bought a lot of shit from this smoker man. I had him to go by his people and give me like 2 quarters and cop the shit from the man. I mean, it costed a little something, but it wasn't really. I definitely could take all what I lost as a loss. It was the shit to me. Like, so that's what I had did, like, within the first month. That's how I'm is. I mean, that's like my norm. So, he obviously thought it was a lie and was trying to like bully me on some shit, which I ain't gonna say I was scared, cause I have been in those type of situations many times. But he choked me out first. He put a gun to my head. I told y'all about the marriage used to do that. I wasn't scared. I just moved the shit. But, he did it. If I wasn't as rough as I am, like a regular woman and how women really be, I would have been scared. But he had a machete and was sticking it to my chest. I grabbed it with my hand and moved it to the side. It cut my hand up a little bit. Yeah, and then the last shit that he did me was hit me a couple of times in my back and one time in my head with a little bit of back, like one of them little bit of backs. That was enough. So it was just over with at that point. So the whole entire thing only was like 2 months time. It wasn't even 2 months. He got with somebody. I was so motherfucking happy. I was, I always like try to play it cool because I was still around. And I know he's stalkerish, like he'll lay on you and watching shit with binoculars and all that type of shit. So I want us to be in a cool space. So I know, we have an attitude or anything. Hold on, boy. Yeah, I'm back. So he wasn't doing nothing I ain't never been through before. I mean, you just don't want it happening, but you ain't like, I was kind of used to this shit. This is, oh shit. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, my bad. But, like I was saying, he ain't do shit that I wasn't used to. I mean, I done had worse than it happened to me. But, he was gone after the bad shit. That was the last time I seen him. I made it my business to never see him again. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't want to be in nobody holding thing. And it's going to be you before it ever be me. You're not making me play myself off the street because you ain't got shit to live for. Bitch, I got a lot to live for. I got a lot I'm building. I got a big-ass life. My life is awesome. I got a lot going on. I got people who love me and I got shit to do. So he came to my house with a AR-15 that I purchased. I had bought two. He sold one, and the last one that he had, he come to my door with it, looking for me. I wasn't there. I just so happened to be going to an appointment. From that moment on, I did not step another foot back in that house. It was 5 people in there that seen him do it. He did it. All the 5 people were scared. I had been sticking knives in my doors in the inside just in case he tried to come in that bitch, and I had my scrap and all it. The knives was gonna fall on him first, and they were gonna let me know when I hear him howling from the knives. But it was like a boo-boo trap. So when he came in there with the AR-15, I guess they was in there with the knives at the door or something, because he should have been stabbed coming in there. But I wasn't there. So I met my daughter, got clothes, stayed by my cousin until I got the money to come back to Atlanta. Me and my cousin came back to Atlanta. I had called Nicole, asked her, could I stop at her house, because I knew at the time that I was leaving, I was going to be making it to Atlanta at 3, 4 in the morning. And you got to have a place to go to initially. It ain't where I didn't want to waste my money on a hotel, which that was where I was going. At them hours, just get up and check in, you know what I'm saying, where you had a whole day. So, my truck was breaking. We first get to La Quinta Inn in Midtown. We stayed there for about 3 days. I'm waiting on my old boss, because that's why I'm supposed to be going it. Supposed to been staying with him and working and getting my own dealership license. That was the goal. That was why I was coming here. So, my truck breaking. We in Midtown. The La Quinta was high. I really could have used the money I spent for them 3 days and got a week at an extended stay, but I wasn't thinking. And after the 3rd day, I seen where the money was going. I hurried up and found a in-town suite. And the one that they gave me, that was reasonable, like Midtown, downtown, in-town suite was higher than the one on Jonesboro Road. So I ended up leaving Midtown, La Quinta Inn with a red cross at Monroe and Outlet, by Monroe and Outlet, and going to Tire Boulevard to the in-town suite. Make it done. My truck break all the way. It was a drive shaft. I ended up buying 3 drive shafts, trying to find the right one. With that truck, even though the parts look like they're the same, you gotta get that same exact year, make, and model of that car to be able to get use a used part. It gotta be the exact same year, make, and model. But yeah, so I ended up staying in town suite about like 4 or 5 months. My cousin Carla stayed here with me a month or 2. I think it was 2 months. Yeah, my cousin stayed down with me. Goddamn, she would not leave me until she knew I was straight. That's my dog. That's my hood right there. I love my cousin. But anyway, she stayed with me. My cousin stayed with my ass until she knew I felt like I was good. But after 2 months, I was good on. But in-town suite is $460 a week. Yeah. I had help from a girl named Casey, like for the first week. And I was able to keep it going after she had did that. So, yeah, it was cool.